Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back, or it's your first time to my channel, welcome. So for today's video, we are gonna be talking about makeup products and beauty products that YouTube has made me buy over the years. I mean, YouTube is basically my life. Not only do I obviously create videos on YouTube, but I am just a fan. Like, I have been watching YouTube videos since I was 13 years old, and I am constantly watching other people's videos, getting their recommendations and buying them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go through the products that YouTube has made me purchase over the last little bit, and then I will let you guys know whether or not I regret buying it, if I still like it, just like my general thoughts on the product after actually using it. So definitely let me know in the comments some products that YouTube has made you buy. Maybe it's your whole entire makeup collection. I don't judge. It happens to the best of us. If you'd like to stick around and be part of the fam, then do not forget to subscribe, and of course like this video if you'd like to see more. And without further ado, let's get into it. So I think I want to start off with a really affordable highlighter that Kathleen Lights actually made me purchase, and this is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. Now this is actually the very first Essence product that I ever bought, so I really want to thank Kathleen for that, because it really opened up my eyes to Essence and how amazing that brand actually is, because it is so incredibly affordable. Like, a lot of their products range between like $1 to $4, and the actual quality of all the products are sort of mind-blowing, especially for the price tag. A lot of their products are very comparable to higher end makeup, including the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. This is probably one of the most gorgeous, just like glow from within powder highlighters. Now, there aren't a ton of powder highlighters out there on the market that give you that beautiful glow from within type of look without any visible shimmer or metallic sheen. I really like that look, especially for every day, and typically I'm really only able to achieve it with creams or liquids. So this Essence Pure Nude Highlighter was sort of exactly what I was looking for. You can see even in the pen, when I shift it back and forth, you see that beautiful glow. When you look at the powder close up, there's really no shimmer in here whatsoever. Now, another highlighter that I use quite often that gives a very similar effect, and that is just a touch more expensive, is the Laura Mercier. I think it's called like the Baked Matte Highlighter or something like that, and it really has a very similar texture, and it also gives the skin a very similar effect, and I think that this is a wonderful dupe for that Laura Mercier highlighter. Definitely do not regret buying this product. I think it is fantastic, and I would still highly recommend it. So this is the product that really sucked me in, and honestly, I'm a little bit disappointed with myself. This is the Milk Makeup Holographic Stick Highlighter. Now, there was a point in time where you could not go anywhere on social media without hearing about this thing. Like, everybody was talking about it because it was one of the first quote-unquote holographic makeup products, even though I don't really think this is very holographic. Those of you who are fans of Nailogical and are holosexuals would probably totally agree with me. I don't think that this is actually holographic. It's purple iridescent. Now, I know myself. I know the type of makeup that I like to wear. I'm very realistic when it comes to buying makeup products. I know what I'm gonna use. I know what I'm not gonna use. I'm a very natural makeup wearer. Like, I don't really go that out of the box when it comes to my makeup. Sometimes I do when I'm filming videos, but on an everyday basis, this is sort of the vibe that I like to go for. So I don't know why I bought this. So for me, I do completely regret buying this because I never ever reach for it. And when I do want a little bit of like a different highlighter that has like a cool color shift to it, then I will go to like the Anastasia Aurora Glow Kit or the Moonchild Glow Kit. It's not that it's a bad product at all, just not really up my alley. This is just definitely a case where social media and YouTube got the best of me, and I got sucked in deep. Another makeup product that YouTube made me buy is the Josie Maran Vibrancy Foundation. I believe it was Jaclyn Hill who was the one who really pushed me to want to try this foundation, because she does have dry skin and she was really raving about this. And obviously, as you guys know, or maybe you didn't, I do also have dry skin. So anytime like a dry skin YouTuber recommends a foundation, I am like all up in that shit, because I am always looking for a foundation that will just make my skin look glowy, dewy, alive, and this is everything that the Josie Maran Vibrancy claimed to be. Now, this is the type of foundation that you will either hate or love. So this is probably one of the most dewy foundations that I have in my collection. Like, it is wet. It's like a really dewy product. Like, if you want something that will make you look oily, this is definitely the product that is for you. Do not get me wrong, I actually really do enjoy this product. I find when my skin is looking like especially dull or especially dry, this is always the foundation I like to go to because it really does make your skin look incredibly dewy and just so hydrated. And I really like the coverage on this stuff. You could sheer it out and get about a light coverage, or you can build it up and get up to, I would say, a medium. It's not a completely full coverage foundation. Personally, my only gripe with this foundation is that it never ever sets down. Like, this will stay really, really wet on the skin the whole entire day. It never actually sets in place. So I find that it sort of like transfers throughout the day. Like, if I'm talking on my phone, it will transfer onto the screen of my phone, which is sort of gross. That's something that I also would keep in mind with this product. So I don't regret it, but it's also not like my ultimate favorite. Next is a product that I bought because of Alana Davison. Now, she always raved about the Cover FX Suntan Bronzer. Now, this is a product that I use all the time, and I'm honestly so happy that I took that recommendation because I love this product. Personally, I actually like to use this to contour because, as you could probably see, it leans a little bit on like the cooler tone side, but it's not too cool tone that it makes my skin look gray. And Cover FX powders are gorgeous. I love the way that this product blends on the face, so I am definitely happy that I picked this one up. This was a great recommendation from Alana. So another foundation that YouTube made me purchase is the Dior Airflash. Now, this is a very different foundation. It basically comes in a little aerosol bottle, so it looks like a paint can, and you're supposed to basically either spray this directly onto your face, or you could spray it onto a brush and then go into your face. But the whole concept behind this foundation is that it's supposed to give you an airbrushed finish. I like the idea of being able to spray your face with foundation, but I don't actually like doing it because I do find that whenever I would go in to spray my face directly with the foundation, it would sort of just go everywhere. It would go into my hair, it would go onto my clothes. I felt like it would waste just a lot of product. So instead of doing that, I would just basically either spray it on a foundation brush, and at that point I could be using any foundation because it's not fun anymore because you're not spraying it all over your face. And that is something that like really sold me about it, because I was just imagining going like this and then doing a few taps of the beauty blender and being done. But I mean, that just didn't happen. And it made my skin look anything but airbrushed. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I have more of a drier skin type, but I did find that it made my skin look so heavy and cakey. And this was so expensive. It's a Dior foundation. So it just makes me sad because I wasted some money on this, but what can you do? So next we've got glitters. So the first one are the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liners. It's really funny because before people actually even started really talking about these a ton on social media, I had the purple shade in my collection for a very long time, and it was sort of collecting dust until people on YouTube and like social media started using these a ton. That's when I really got like almost reintroduced to the product. That's what's really cool about YouTube and social media. Like, I have had products that have just been sitting in my collection that I didn't really love, but then I would see somebody using it in a different way that I maybe wasn't using it, and it completely changed the game for me. So that's sort of what happened with the glitter liners. I think it was Nikki Tutorials who was really using the Midnight Cowboy shade a ton, which is this one right over here. It's like a beautiful gold shade that also has flecks of silver in here, and she would always use this shade like in the inner corner of the eye. She would also use it just as like a glitter top coat on top of eyeshadow, and I just loved the way that it looked, and I thought it was so beautiful. So of course I went out and I purchased Midnight Cowboy, and this is definitely my most used shade, but since then I have purchased a ton of other shades. But what I really love about these glitters are how easy they are to apply, because they come in like a little eyeliner format. You basically just swipe them on your eye. You don't have to go in with like an extra glitter glue. You don't have to worry about fallout. They just stick on your eye and you could forget about it. For me, it's like the quickest way to apply glitter, and it gives such a beautiful effect. I find whenever I use them, it sort of just elevates the eye look to like a whole nother level. So the other glitter product that YouTube made me buy is the Stila, what are these called? The Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadows. Now, I love these. I'm actually wearing the shade Kitten Karma, this one right over here, on my lids today, and you can see it just gives the eyelids like a beautiful glittery glow. If you're wondering what the difference is between the Urban Decay glitters and the Stila glitters, I do find that the Stila glitter is a little bit more opaque. As you can see, it's not like a little liner brush, it's a doe foot applicator, so you get a lot more impact with the application. The Urban Decay liners are better for like accent glitter if you want like a little bit on the inner corner of the eye, or if you want just like a very light wash of glitter on the eyelid. Similar to the Urban Decay liners, it's like glitter without the fuss. I really enjoy them both, and I'm really happy that YouTube made me buy these because I use them all the time. So next we've got the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder. Now, I think I bought this because of Katie and Desi. I think they were both using the powders and I was obviously very intrigued and I purchased it myself, and I'm really happy that I did because this is one of my all-time favorite powders. I think this is probably one of the like best pressed powder formulas that I've tried, and it is Charlotte Tilbury, so it is a little bit on the pricier side. It really doesn't compare to too many other powders that I have in my collection, so I definitely think it was worth it. I never want my skin to look powdery, and this will just lock my makeup in place and it won't show its presence. I'm able to use it both under my eyes and on my face, so it's like a 2-in-1, which is really great because most of the time powders that work on my face don't really work on my under eyes. I even see that I'm like almost about to hit pan, and that like rarely happens. And the Narcissist Loaded Palette. Now this is a recent palette release from NARS, and when they first released this, I saw it and I was like, okay, I'm not buying that because I literally have every single shade in here somewhere in my collection, either in like a single eyeshadow form or just in other palettes. It's not the most exciting palette in the world, and because it is NARS, obviously it is a little bit pricier, so I sort of just crossed it off my list when I first saw it. But I mean, it's in my hands right now, so obviously that changed. I just kept on seeing people doing tutorials with it, and I really liked the way that the eyeshadows were blending on people's eyes. They were saying really good things about it, so I gave in. I do find myself using this quite often because it does have all the staples that I like to use in my everyday makeup look, so I do keep this in my everyday vanity and I do like to use it quite often. I never used to like NARS eyeshadows. I always found them to be pressed very hard, so it was always really hard to pick up like a nice amount of pigment. They would just never really blend very well, but they have definitely changed their formula over time because the quality of the eyeshadows in this palette are very unlike all the other NARS eyeshadows that I've tried in the past. And I also really like the packaging of this. It's very, very sturdy. It has a really nice big mirror, and it's also not too big. So next we've got the CoverFX Custom Enhancer Drops. Now these were really, really raved about when they were first released because people were going crazy over the highlighter shades specifically. When you would swatch these highlighters, I'm gonna swatch one of them right now. This is the shade Celestial. They would be so metallic that they almost look like liquid chrome. Like, look at that. It's really, really intense. Now it's funny because even though people were raving like crazy about the highlighter shades, I actually like the bronzer shade a whole lot more, and let me explain why. When I first bought them, I was obsessed with them. I love the way that they look. I thought that they were gorgeous, but the more that I used them, the more I realized that they were a little bit more difficult to work with. I found that every time I would go in to apply it on the tops of my cheekbones, it wouldn't really blend out completely, so I was always left with a little bit of a stripe. I just found that they set down fairly quickly and they were just a little bit more difficult to actually work with and blend out. Now, as for the bronzer, this is the product that I really fell in love with. The shade itself is really what I love so much about it. It's just that perfect bronzer shade. It has the perfect undertones. It's not too orange, it's not too red. It sort of leans like right in the middle, has a perfect amount of warmth in it. And I just found that whenever I would wear it, I would always have like a great makeup day. It just made my skin look so nice and bronzed, but also not overdone because it is a liquid. It does blend really, really beautifully into the skin. It doesn't look like it's just sitting on top of it. Similar to the highlighters though, my only gripe with this product is that it does set down fairly quickly, so you have to work a little bit fast with it. Otherwise you can end up with something that looks slightly patchy, but that is easily like avoidable if you sort of just work in one section at a time. Next, I've got the Nude Sticks Nudies in Bondi Bay. This is 100% because of Samantha Ravindal. She would use this all the time, especially in her like Periscope Get Ready With Me. She's also used it on her YouTube channel. And because she used it so often, it definitely influenced me to go out and try it. So happy that I bought this stuff because it's definitely one of my all-time favorite cream bronzers. On one side, you got a nice little brush over here. And then on the other side, you have the actual product. The actual color of the bronzer is gorgeous. Because it is so creamy, it just blends out like a dream. You just put a few swipes on your skin, you take your beauty blender or even a brush, tap over it a few times, and it's completely like melted into the skin. It looks so natural. It's just a really, really easy product to work with, and I'm all about that. So guys, that is it for today's video. Those are all the products that YouTube has made me buy. Now trust me, there are plenty more. And if you'd like to see me do another one of these, please let me know in the comments and I'll be more than happy to put another one together. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. And do not forget to let me know in the comments makeup products that YouTube has made you buy. I would love to know. Of course, give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.